So, THA453 was probably one of the more interesting classes that I have ever taken. We got into the class, it was about 8 of us. It was Darren, our instructor. He worked with us. He proposed the idea that we have the choice to either devise a piece, to work on a piece that's already been done, to just write a script. And as a class, we had chosen to devise a script. In the first couple classes, we threw around ideas. We was trying to figure out what would be good, what wouldn't be good. And after probably a week or so, we decided upon the theme of dreams, and this is when the gears started going. Everybody started moving. A lot of things, like a lot of ideas, being tossed around. Our goal was to make this play socially impactful, but for people to be able to reflect on it, where it's not too in your face, politics, politics, politics. So when we discovered themes, we had gone upon the themes of fear, love, and redemption. Those were our main three themes. So for the next couple weeks after that, it was our duty to write the script, write our different parts, write what we see. Our duty was to write the script on fear, love, and redemption. So that was what our duty was. For a couple weeks, we wrote, we edited, we revised, we shared in class. We had a dandy time doing that. We had a dandy time just sharing ideas, sharing our dreams, sharing the experiences that we had before, and seeing if we can apply it to the play that we wanted to do. And eventually, everything came together. The script, the scripts that we wrote were very, they were great. I had especially great pride in the script that I wrote because not only did it reflect my life, it reflected the stuff that I learned in the past couple years in school, such as making characters with emotional impact, or making each character really count in their actions and their daily moves. Yeah, the characters we used were really they were strong characters that you could bond with. So that was the plus. In terms of my experience with the class, I had a really great, my favorite part of the time was writing the scripts and developing the scripts in a way that it was cohesive with everybody else's script. And that was the real challenge. The real challenge was making sure that not only did I take into consideration other people's dreams, I took into consideration the emotional journey that each character, each protagonist was going through. And that in itself, it teaches you can't really work just as an individual. Or to get the best work, you can't really work just as an individual. To have many moving parts and to have opinions, to have other people's views on what they're seeing from your art, it makes so much more of a difference. And I appreciate my classmates for the help with that. So after the script is developed, final script is developed, our duty was to find actors. Actors wasn't really hard for me because I knew who I wanted to work with, and I knew like the characters, their character types. So it wasn't that hard for me. It took probably a week or so to get Jordan and Joel to be the main other actors in the script. I had chosen to be the main actor in the scenes that I had directed just because I felt like, I'd understand where Benji's coming from, or where Benjamin was coming from the entire time, so it wouldn't be hard for me to connect with the character. After we decided who the actors were going to be, we finally got to, alright, we have to have a set design. The set design was probably one of the harder parts to work on because we were alerted that the set design should be done probably beforehand, before everything else is like the script, rehearsal and stuff like that. So we had that difficulty, but it wasn't really a difficulty because we all came to an agreement upon, yes, we're going to work on a minimalist design that we get the chance to. It's gonna be a minimalist design that we get the chance to move around different objects without causing too much of a distraction and without causing too much, boredom on set. In a way that each dream was smooth. The transitions were smooth. It wasn't always smooth. It didn't start out smooth, but with practice, with assigning people duties, with working with other people and being willing to help, the transitions became smooth, and people were able to even during the play, people were able to remain focused or just make sure that they're not checking out during the play. So yeah, the last week of classes was our rehearsal time, and rehearsal time was great. I love rehearsal time. I love rehearsal. You get to bond with people. You're not always going to be working, but working isn't the entire job. So I respect the chill time that I got during the times where people were rehearsing their parts and I had to just go through my lines or work on the composition. So during rehearsal week was a big time for me because not only did I have this, but I also had the finals for another class where I had to work on a music video. And timing was kind of hard, but with perseverance, I definitely made it through. On the play, I also worked on the composition of the play. In terms of music, the music for the transitions, music for music cues. I did a lot of the work onto that. It was kind of hard to find the videos, not videos. It was kind of hard to find some dreamlike music, but I have an entire music library in my head, so I was ready for a job like this. And after this play, it really got me thinking into composition work or production work in order to help out with the ambiance of the play or the movie or the film, doesn't matter. Then came May 4th and 5th when we finally got to do the play. The play was amazing. I loved the play. I loved everything that I had to do with the play. I loved inviting people. I loved the people that that were in the play involved with us. I loved the costumes. The costuming was great. Lighting, fixing the lighting with everybody. That was a great time. I think just being given the opportunity to act out something that you created is very therapeutic in itself, and I caught myself crying really hard after the play because it's just, I can try and separate myself from the work, but it is truly something I created, and I'm able to reflect on who I am as a person because of this play. It's really helped out with me in terms of just closure with a couple situations in my personal life. Working with people. Sometimes I find myself as an independent man. Working with people definitely helps. So, yeah. Working on this play is probably one of the best things I've ever done in a while. And I really appreciate Darren for giving me the opportunity to work on this play with a lovely class of people. I love everybody in that. I almost cried. I love everybody in that class. I hope those memories never fade away. I'm never going to forget that. THA453 is the best class that you can take in the theater school. Yeah.